right, we're joined by head coach Phil Neville. Phil, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and just start us off with...
We've got the new background, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty. How the team's doing and this Wednesday's match versus Vancouver.
Good. Well, I think there's incredible excitement around the building, around the city, around the town. I think since Saturday's game, there's been a real upsurge in energy. And we're really looking forward to the game. I think in situations like this, you've got to enjoy the occasions, enjoy the moments. It's why you work all year. It's why you make the sacrifices in what we do for moments like this, where you've got to go out there and deliver. And I think it's time for us to deliver. We don't need to talk too much about what we're going to do. And that's pretty obvious. And it's pretty obvious what both teams want. So I think we're just excited for 7:30 tomorrow night.
Phil, obviously a few decisions in the lineup. Can you kind of take us through what goes into the goalkeeper decision for tomorrow, and also is Santiago Moreno available at right wing tomorrow?
Santi is a doubt, I'm going to say. Santi's a doubt. He's trained the last couple of days, but I'd say he's still a major doubt for the game. We've got a couple of other bruises from the game on Saturday that is the reason probably we'll go right up to probably 6 o'clock tomorrow before I name the team. I think it's always good in these types of games that you have every player in that locker room that has the feeling that he's going to play. They'll all be needed on the night. They'll all be needed to support, whether they're on the pitch or off the pitch. They'll all be needed in the whole 95, 96, whatever it is, minutes. And we've got a real full roster. We've got a roster with lots of quality. We've got competition for places from the number 1 jersey with Max and James right through to the number 11 jersey. You saw the performance of Anthony at the weekend. That kid is really becoming undroppable, and he's had to suffer at times this season because Santi and Jonna have done so well. We know that probably Santi and Jonna at this moment in time are our number 1 7s and 11s. But Anthony is pushing and delivering every time he plays, particularly away from home. So we're really pleased with that.
Phil, 2 questions. The sentiment out there can be leaning towards it's not possible on paper that Timbers doesn't get this done because everything Timbers has done at home and now receiving this game at home where it was supposed to be away. It's like an extra push for everybody to get it done.
Yeah.
That's the first one. And the second one, the difference in preparation and feelings for yourself with that playing wildcard game with Miami, first one for you and this one.
Well, I think when we found out when we found out that regardless of the result at the weekend, if we was playing Vancouver, that it was going to be in Providence Park. I think what it confirmed. What it confirmed that what we probably already know is that God is a Timbers fan. I think God is part of the Timbers army back there, and he made that decision. So I think that is a stroke of luck. I think in life you earn your luck, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. What I would say about this Vancouver team is that I think they're stronger away from home than what they are at home. I think they play a real good style and identity, and a brilliant coach. So it's a cup final. It's a cup final. We have to play at our absolute best. I think we have to show some of the qualities we showed against Seattle, and then the qualities that we showed, for the majority of the season in terms of our attacking play, for us to get anything from the game. It's winner takes all. It's hit or bust. And I think in these games, I've always thought in these games you just got to remain really, really calm. The players, I saw an extra bit of edge to them, and there's the energy around the building. Everybody wants to play. We've got players in there that are pretty banged up, that are not really going to the medical room because they don't want to have an excuse for me to leave them out. That's what cup finals do. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to play in these games, in these moments. And I think what I said to the boys on Saturday is that if you are a professional footballer and if you have got ambition and you want to go to the very top, these are the games you want to play in. These are the games that you've got to play in and deliver. I think I said it after the game, and it might have come across a little bit aggressive, is that these are the games that the DPs love, are warm to. This is why we bought them. That's not pressure. That's what they were brought here for. So, and I'd say it's the same for my preparation. My preparation is no different than what what it would be if we was playing any other team in any other game. Is that I want to see a team that goes out onto that pitch and reflects what we want. And I have every confidence in them. I have every trust in them. And the one thing I can guarantee, I think it's going to be an absolute special night. And I think Saturday I felt was a real good rehearsal for that, playing up in Seattle in an atmosphere that was similar to a playoff game. I thought the boys showed qualities that take you deep into the playoffs, and I hope that's the case.
Hey, Phil. First, I want to say congratulations. This was your goal at the beginning, first press conference we had. Goal was playoffs, so congratulations. And then you have a coaching staff with Liam, who's been here as a player in 15 when we went all the way. I'm just curious, amongst the coaching staff, what is the conversations you guys are having, the mentality, the way you're showing up to the players? What are those kind of moments between the coaching staff right now?
Yeah, well, I think we spoke last week. We spoke last week about the players at this football club that have experienced moments like this. Liam is one of them. Dave's been to an MLS Cup deep into the playoffs. Shannon's been involved in MLS Cup finals. Memo's been involved in and been successful at this football club. And then you've got the players, Diego, Dario, Santi Moreno's played an MLS Cup final, Paredes, Mora, there's loads. So you've got to lean on these types of guys that know these types of occasions. And, we're excited. I'd say, in terms of thanks for your thanks, but for me, this is not, for me, qualifying for the playoffs. The next round is the playoffs. This is a playing game. I think, and my motivation and the team's motivation, the club's motivation is that we want to set the bar really high with our expectations. And I think finishing ninth is for me is not where we wanted to finish. Now we've still got another chance. This is what this game gives you. It gives you a second bite at the cake, and we want to make sure that we grasp this opportunity in front of us, because I think the position that we finished in isn't a reflection, or isn't where I feel that this squad, this set of players, and our expectations, I think, wanted at the start of the season.
You guys have obviously faced Vancouver a lot. What can you take away from the 3 matches with them, all a little bit different? And Vanni Sartini certainly has respect for your attack. What does his side do well?
They do a lot of things really well. I think they have a distinctive style of play, and I think they've also had the most horrific fixture list the last month. They've played every top team. I think from 1 down to 6. I think they've played them all. And when we looked at it maybe a month and a half ago, and they were in a brilliant position, it looked tough, and they obviously had the Canadian Cup final in there as well. They've had a tough fixture run, but they've got quality players. They've got depth in their squad. They play to their strengths. They're really super organised. And I think they're a really difficult team to beat, both home and away. And I think the game at Providence Park, they had a man sent off, so I think it was quite comfortable, even though in the first 15 minutes, I think they could have had 2 goals. The games up there have been tight. They've been really, really sort of like typical derby games where both teams have been giving and throwing, almost like a boxing match. And they came out on top in one of the games, and we drew the next game. So I think tomorrow night will be no different, and it will be tight, it will be tense, it will be nerve-wracking, and we just hope that we've just got to use our quality, control the game of football both in and out of possession, and show the confidence and belief that we've shown in home games this season. That's what we need. We're really lucky that tomorrow night that Vancouver are going to be playing not just 11 people, they're going to be playing the crowd as well. And tomorrow night, I think that we're going to see a real special Providence Park night where the atmosphere is going to be electric.
All right, we will wrap it there. Thank you for the time, Coach, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.